And could you please make me some tendies? I forgot how to make them.
Step 1, buy an air fryer.
Already got it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's what you do. You do 400 degrees for 5 minutes. Put in the tendies. Tinfoil first, keep it going. And then you go 7 minutes at 400. You're good.
Oh, nice. Although from Frozen, I find that my air fryer takes a little bit more time to warm up.
Okay, you might want to go 6 then.
Is this the cold open? Is this the cold open to the show?
Dude, we did like 3 different ones. We did the bit where I told you I asked you if I needed to do crayons. I did it. I recreated the Adam Cole PWG suck my dick chant. Like, what more do you want from me?
And yet instead, what's the cold open? It's Dylan's Tindies monologue. It's Dylan's monologue on Tindies is how we actually open the show. Welcome to Fight Boys, a show about professional and not so professional wrestling. I am your host, the man who cackled like a mad lad at the end of end of Elimination Chamber, Scottye Moore.
I am the man that kept saying, they're not going to do this. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do this up until the moment that they did it, Blake Tanner.
And I'm awesome.
Yeah.
The Dylan. I'm still sad it wasn't Jomo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if Jomo had won the U.S. title, yeah.
That was why I was sad when it was Matt Riddle. Well, also because Matt Riddle is a piece of shit, but mostly because John Morrison didn't win the title.
And also because we missed Keith, which sucked.
We did miss Keith, but also Matt Riddle was the champion, and that also gave you a point.
Yeah, I wasn't happy to get that point. But
listen. This is the exact same reason I picked Britt Baker to win the whole tournament. Either I lose and the person I don't like doesn't win, or I get points. It was the same thing. Either Scottye won,
yeah,
or he had to feel bad because Matt Riddle won. Yeah. It was hedging my bets. I had to win somehow. That's how.
So it was good either way for you, at least. You had a positive come out of either end.
It's been the same way with the women's eliminator tournament. I was just like, so either I get points or somebody I don't like doesn't win.
Yeah. God, we got to talk about Miz later. So right now, let's talk into WWE news. Shayna Baszler knocked out Asuka's fucking tooth, and it just reminded me of what the Raw women's division could have been, I was like, oh, that's the kind of, because like I am upset that Asuka's perfect ass grill got messed up, but also that's reminiscent of Rollins busting Cena's nose. It just added so much to that rivalry. The problem? There's not a rivalry. It's just a fucking nothing match.
Now, I will say, there is a positive way you could do this. See Becky Lynch getting her nose busted in.
Yeah.
Also, if there's one thing I believe that WWE has hookups in, it's dental. Have you seen Roman Reigns' teeth?
His fucking Play-Doh molars.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
By the way, there was a rivalry involved in that. It was Charlotte versus her daddy issues.
Jesus. It ended. Luckily, thankfully, probably it's ended. Because
I need you to give me the rundown of how this ended.
You're funny, Mr. Top Knot Man.
It's literally what I said last week. Charlotte just kind of went to her dad and was like, hey, I get it, but for the love of God, fucking stop. Just please, Jesus Christ, stop, you old crazy man. And it just kind of left Rick there being like, all right, I don't know.
Was that before or after she got her guitar and started singing, Daddy, why did you eat my fries?
Jesus.
Why did you get that whore pregnant?
So hopefully that's over. In addition, apparently another shitty storyline that still had its hangings on this year is over because they're ending the Murphy and a 19-year-old girl in a relationship storyline, probably because no one likes Murphy, and I don't understand why. It's probably because he's ginger, which I fucking get, but like, yeah, that whole storyline's
we hate
over.
you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And it's worse because he's got it on both sides. I at least dye my hair, so up here it's blonde.
Yeah.
To distract from the ginger beneath.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's better off because he doesn't look like somebody squeezed ketchup and mustard onto somebody's head.
I mean, they're getting worse. Like, now you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for the Scottye insults. We're just gonna, like, have to give you a week to go off to, like, a spa retreat to work on them in peace.
Ric Flair was a good one.
Ric Flair was
a good one. Yeah, that was fine.
This concept of Dylan at a meditation retreat, and everyone's just like, yeah, my wife left me, and I'm trying to find Zen once again. Dylan's like, yeah, I'm trying to find better ways to insult my nerd-ass friend.
To be fair, you haven't, like, the reason I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel is because you haven't changed your look as much as you used to.
Yeah.
Like, now it's basically the same thing. You actually cleaned up the beard. It doesn't look nearly as homeless.
I mean, if you want, I could grow my beard back out again just to give you something on a week-to-week basis.
Listen, if you could just insert the clip from The Office, the no, God, no. Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, I really think you peaked with "you look like what Beetlejuice was before he died." I think that was the peak. On to
you look
SmackDown.
like right now, you just look like you're pulling a bad cosplay of Warhorse.
I'm like anti-Warhorse, because Warhorse has like a single goatee in the center, and I have beard everywhere else, and he's got dark hair, and I'm Peace Horse. I'm the opposite of Warhorse.
Okay. Does that mean ass rules you?
Yeah, unfortunately, in Soviet Russia, ass rules you.
It is very painful.
Quick little aside of just like kind of a call to action. Big E just released like a new Kickstarter for a thing that he's doing that he says is Schoolhouse Rock, but for important black figures, activists, politicians, artists. I think it's called Our Heroes Rock, I believe. And yeah, go fucking support that because Big E is amazing, and anything he touches turns to gold. So yeah, for the love of God, go support Big E on his new Kickstarter.
Oh, which is gonna be great. Also, I will pay money straight out of my fucking pocket to get a Oh no! Why
an episode where Big E plays George Washington Carver and is asking everybody if they want a peanut.
Stacey Abrams. I don't know why I blanked on her name, but I want a Stacey Abrams rap so fucking bad.
Oh,
how she flipped
yeah,
Georgia
absolutely.
upside down.
Now, I do have a question for Blake, which is, how do you feel now in a post-Otis heel turn society? Because I saw it, and like it did when I read through SmackDown, I guess I just glanced over it, and then everyone was like, Otis turned heel. Firstly, how? Secondly, why?
To answer your first question, I believe post-match beatdown. And to answer your second question, go fuck yourself.
There you go. This is how I respond.
Oh, and this is an audio medium, but Blake decided to do a fun visual bit where he downed a shit ton of, I assume, whiskey.
Yeah. That's just, I need more of it. I'm just disappointed and sad and hate WWE again.
I just want to be part of that business meeting where they're like, we need something to spice up SmackDown. I got an idea. Justin, every idea you have is shit. No, listen, we turn Otis heel.
I want to turn heel. Otis, why are you here? I mean, I know you're a member of the board now, but turn heel.
Well, well, bud, you did beat me in that rock, paper, scissors competition earlier, so I guess that means we have to agree to one bad idea a day.
So, listen, the flip side of that is I am so here for heel Chad Gable, hopefully teaming up with Drew Gulak to
See,
form
that was what I was hoping would happen when, like, a while back he cut that promo where he was like, "Fuck you, I'm not Shorty G. My name is Chad Gable." And I was like, "Oh, this is great." This is like when Johnny Nitro came out on ECW and was like, "My name is John Morrison. Fuck you, losers." Like, that's what I was hoping, but instead we got the Gable, the Alpha Academy for a few months.
The only thing that would make the Alpha Academy better is if Timothy Thatcher showed up as a guest speaker and proceeded to just beat the shit out of people with headbutts.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But speaking of a guy turning heel, one man turned heel on an entire company this week because, well, it's the largest athlete to ever compete in the sport.
Paul Wight.
It's the Paul Wight.
It's a Paul White tonight. That was
it's a big... No, stop, not that one.
Well, it's the Go Big Show.
That was the most painful part of AEW, was every time they wanted to, because he's been called the world's largest athlete for so long that they had to be like the largest competitor to ever perform. Like, they legit had to call him shit like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's
the world's
cool.
biggest boy.
Listen, man, he's going to be a commentator on the 3rd AEW show, which means I have to watch even more AEW, which is already difficult.
Yeah, because I love Big Show's commentary.
Yeah, which, by the way, I love the fact that they were like, Paul Wight is here. Also, there's gonna be a 3rd show. Anyways, Paul Wight is here. I'm like, I feel like you buried the lead here, because I love the Big Show. I don't know how I feel about hearing him talk for an hour and a half, but whatever.
I do. He's a great commentator.
When has he done commentary?
He's done a lot of guest commentary over the years, and they always seem to stick out for me for some reason, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the new show just to see how it like changes up the flow of each show and like the narrative.
What's the name of it? I forgot. It's AEW Dark Retribution. No.
Engage? No.
Elevation.
Yeah, there we go.
Which to me makes it seem like AEW Dark is going to be what it's been, which is big guy versus unknown. And I think Elevation is going to be more of the unknown talent getting to mix it up. So that way, when they show up on Dark, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I saw them on Elevation.
Yeah, it's a double feeder system.
Yeah, because because they got their small developmental crew right now, so a place for them to just like show off against each other sounds good.
It's like NXT is Dark, and then Elevation is an NXT house show where the whole time you're going, who the fuck is this?
Yep, and then by the end of it,
but every once in a while you see somebody where you're like, who the fuck is this? A la like Layla Hirsch.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, earlier today, no, it might have been a few days ago, Mick Foley posted a meme because there's so many guys coming back from like 2009's roster to current WWE, and it showed what they look like then and now, and Big Show was on it, and underneath DDP just commented and said, "You remember when this meme was accurate 3 hours ago?" and then Foley reposted it with a big X marked over the Big Show's face, and he goes, "I fixed it!"
I'm glad that some of the older guys like can still interact with each other like that, because I feel like there's so much I don't know, it's just like I love to see that some friendships have lasted through the Attitude Era.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for the Big Show there. I do find it curious, however, that this strong man only came to AEW after he realized the most terrifying force in AEW would be out of action for the next year or so.
God, that just breaks my fucking heart. That sucks so bad.
Although I will say the ultimate act of hubris was me going, ah, fuck, Anna's out of the tournament. Guys, can I readjust my tournament picks? Yeah, sure. Britt Baker. I'm riding your coattails, Dylan. And then Britt Baker loses. Then Britt
that
lost
worked out
in the semifinal.
To be fair, I believe so. Like, it's supposed to be like 6 months to a year.
Yeah, they said 6 to 12 months, which, you know, there's a lot of months in between there, AEW. That's a long-ass time frame.
To be fair, she might still be on TV, because you remember when 10 just had an arm sling on for like 5 months after Moxley, I think, accidentally fucked up his arm?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I mean, they may
so,
do
like,
that.
she might be back, like, managing Ty or some other stuff. And, like, also...
There's always BTE, like...
Yeah, and also, like, she's, what, 22, 23? Your body heals remarkably fast at that age.
Anna Jay, back in action next week. It's been 2 days. Yeah, she's fine now.
If John Cena can come back from whatever the fuck he came back for the Royal Rumble, I'll believe anything at this point.
This is where we get the real headcanon that Anna Jay is actually Wolverine's daughter and just has the greatest healing factor of all time.
I need you to stop, because this is making me realize just how much my body has taken a nosedive in the last 5 years since I was 22. And I need to not remember the days when I went to the gym regularly and was actually fit.
Well, we got a Planet Fitness now down here, so I'm going to go to the worst gym ever and at least get something on me.
Hey, if you go to a high enough volume Planet Fitness, they do not give a fuck.
Listen, if you go to Planet Fitness, the only thing you're going to get on you is, like, you know, COVID.
That too. That's why I bought a fucking weight set down here. And I haven't used it in 2 weeks because I'm a shitty person.
So back to actual wrestling, Bloodsport 6 has been announced. Speaking of places you can get COVID, apparently the Collective is coming back to Tampa. Bloodsport 6 has been announced, and Moxley versus Josh Barnett is going to be the main event. Blake, do you still have those tickets for Disney World? Because we may go on an adventure.
No, I don't know. I have not logged into the Disney website in almost a year at this point, since the day I decided to cancel my lightsaber. Oh.
I don't know. I'm between that or Revolution. Because Revolution would be a lot easier on my very limited pocketbook.
I'll have to see, because I ain't got that much money right now either, because I'm getting returns from my fun mining rig, but I'm still, it's going to be
You spent a lot of money on a Bitcoin rig. Just admit it. Just admit you're setting up a Bitcoin mining operation.
Yes, I am.
Did you get your tax return?
I did get my tax return. Oh, actually, fuck, I got my tax return.
Oh, we're about to see Sting. We're about to use that tax return to see Sting.
No, hold on, I need to do some budget stuff, but maybe...
It's a man called Sting!
Sting!
Which, by the way, holy shit, Darby... That's how much balls AEW does, is the fact that WWE was like, yeah, we're not gonna do letting someone cart themselves through the arena like HBK at WrestleMania or like Sting. AEW said, no, fuck that. We're gonna have him do it with a skateboard in hand and just beat the shit out of a guy on the way down.
Listen, Darby, if anybody gets in your way, you have free reign.
Yeah, do what it takes. Also, because I can't have anything that makes me happy, Hiromu Takahashi is out of action again for 6 months.
But bright side, El Desperado for champion.
And also, it didn't do it. It wasn't anything having to do with his neck. It was just a torn left pectoral, which he can get one of them replaced. It's okay.
I mean, yeah.
He's like Trent at this point. Like, it's almost like the same injuries.
Yeah. Like, what? How? He was out for what? Like a year last time?
Yep.
Jesus.
To be fair, broke his neck, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, he could have died.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I watch those New Japan shows, I don't see how someone could injure their neck. I don't know how that was a freak accident if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Well,
did you see that move that he took from fucking...
Oh, yeah. It's brutal.
That was by far the worst bump I've ever seen, and I've watched at least 24 Kota Ibushi matches.
Yeah. Well, you know what's not brutal? the prices at patreon.com/loadofbs. It used
Wait,
to just
we didn't even talk about like 6 things I wanted to talk about. You son of a bitch.
I don't see them on the notes. If they're not on the notes.
I freestyle this shit and you know it.
All right, well, patreon.com/loadofbs, the website where you can support us. And like I said, we used to only offer $5 tier, but now we've got a $2, $5, $10 tier. You can pay what you want, and you get extra goodies with each additional tier level. And it's available at patreon.com/loadofbs. Now, everyone, welcome to a new segment, Dylan's Corner, where Dylan's going to talk to us about his special things he wants to talk about.
Also known as the things that we forgot to talk about.
Like the fact that the best friends passed a note off to Alex Marvez to pass off to Miro that said, "Will you wrestle us? Yes, no, maybe."
Yeah. Oh, this episode of
How
AEW
are we not going to
was
talk
killer.
about that? Set up a legitimate match for Revolution.
Yeah, it did. It was
Elementary school note. Set up a match at a major pay-per-view. That is beautiful.
I loved those dumb pieces of shit so much. They were so good.
I'm so happy about that. Fucking Max Caster dunked on Marco Stunt on Dark.
Yep.
Asking who left Jungle Boy in the dryer. and he also called Marco Stunt Donnie from the Wild Thornberries.
That's actually pretty fucking accurate. That's pretty accurate. Also,
fuck.
Max has a match next week to enter the Revolution ladder match, which apparently is going to have like a sixth entrant. That's like a big deal. But yeah, it's Max Caster versus probably
10.
someone who's going to beat him, which makes me sad. Oh yeah, it is 10. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Max Caster's dead. Max Caster's stone cold dead.
So Ripperoni and Pepperoni.
That means we get the Acclaimed in the Casino Battle Royal.
Yep. I'm excited for that too.
The Acclaimed. They have such a sick theme song. Actually, so many theme songs in AEW are great. I constantly get Matt Sydal stuck in my head.
I don't remember his. He's got like a kind of almost.
It's my time to fly, and then like it just goes. It's got like the fucking visuals for it are great. It also, my favorite part is that it has SSP for Shooting Star Press. He doesn't do that move. He has not attempted a Shooting Star Press since that pay-per-view.
I also love that they're letting him team up with his brother, a man who I forgot existed, until they're like, the Sydal brothers in action. Okay.
To be fair, if anyone has a reason to retire from professional wrestling, it is Mike Sydal.
Oh, yeah.
Because after somebody betrays your trust and hits a moonsault styles clash where your face basically just goes straight into the mat, I too would never wrestle again.
That is a fair
I would also
point.
commit murder in a parking lot after my concussion receded.
Would you dump the body in the river?
Yeah. AEW, home to brothers. Ryan Nemeth, the Hollywood Hung.
No. And other news.
His voice is fucking awful.
Oh, I've never heard it.
Most nasally voice. Oh, look him up right now. Listen to one of his promos.
I'll do that. Well,
I mean, no, because he seems like Kmart Dolph, and like that's all I need to know. Like, just kind of take all the Dolph stuff and change it a little bit.
It's honestly, his gimmick is more fleshed out.
Yeah, because he
has an actual gimmick.
Yeah,
Dolph
he's like
Ziggler is just, I'm Dolph Ziggler, watch me gyrate my hips. Whereas Ryan Nemeth is like, yeah, I'm an actor. I'm a heartthrob. I have hunk written on this fucking sparkly jacket that I wear to the ring. Like, he actually is trying. I appreciate the effort. His moveset is like kind of lame, and his finisher is a fucking neck breaker where he gyrates his hips beforehand. But like, that can all be improved by working in AEW longer, as has happened with many people.
I just found out that there was an oral sessions with The Miz today. It was released.
Oh yes, yes, absolutely.
So we're gonna jump into that. But in other news, there was one thing that I saw this week. Just to any of our amateur wrestling friends out there, be careful, because I did see a man jump off of a top turnbuckle and both of his legs snap in half.
Oh, bud, I thought you meant like collegiate wrestling, and I'm like, what happened during this fucking NCAA championship match?
No, sorry, amateur pro wrestlers, because this was a fucking like phone cam video taken in a backyard, some backwater promotion, and this dude just jumped off the turnbuckle and his legs turned into birds' legs.
Yeah, this is why we do. This is why we do ours in a video game.
Yeah,
yeah. Dylan, who are we tweeting? By the way,
he pulled a full Psycho Sid.
Oh yeah, a double Psycho. Who are we tweeting this week, D?
I don't know. Have we tweeted at the Acclaim telling them they're amazing? We should do that. Also, actually, no. Tweet at Max Caster and ask him what his weird obsession with kissing dudes' hands is.
Yo, Max Caster, please break the news. Why you kissing all them hands? All right. Anything else before we get into the only other news story is a little bit of a bummer, but Josephus from NWA did unfortunately pass away. And yeah,
question mark.
Yeah,
question
I didn't
mark.
know he was the question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Because he worked as both. He worked as the question mark and he worked as Josephus. I didn't know that's who he was. So that is such a bummer to hear. Our hearts go out to everybody at NWA, to Josephus's family. Like, that sucks, man. Because, like, NWA, we've talked about it numerous times. NWA is the greatest professional wrestling show we don't watch. And, like, he was a big part of it.
Yeah, Billy Corgan came out. He was just very, like, heartbroken about losing Josephus. And it's very sad, especially when you do have one of these people who just everybody comes out and has nothing good to say, or nothing but good things to say about them.
Rephrase that. Thank you.
There should really be a compendium of, hey, you didn't know that this person was this person under a mask.
I remember really going down that rabbit hole with Chikara one day of just like, wow, all of these people.
Yeah, well, a lot of the colony, like, people still don't know. My favorite is that Chuck Taylor was Mr. Azerbaijan.
Oh, yeah. And Cesaro was... No, that was only one of the... Like, a one-off is one of the ice creams, right?
Yeah. Super mysterious ice cream.
I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying this tweet. As a legitimate news source, we have an important question. Why you kissing them dudes' hands? Hashtag Caster Watch. The other day, I went to our Twitter account because it's just like, oh yeah, we just send out a tweet a week. It's okay. And then I scrolled down and realized how insane our Twitter feed looks. Because it's only once a week, but man, that compiles.
Yeah.
Listen, we have, like, what, 50 followers? Like, nobody cares.
Yeah. All right. On to our heels and baby faces of the week. I'll start with my heel because it's fucking... Why would you put Rhea Ripley on Raw? And I understand Raw has a shitty women's division currently and needs someone who can come in and look like a legitimate #1 contender, but also Rhea Ripley's one of my favorite, if not like female, if not all over wrestlers, which means I have to watch Raw to watch Rhea Ripley, and that upsets me. And
no. Here, let's look at this a different way. You have to watch a replay of Raw for the segment where Rhea Ripley wrestles, and then you stop watching.
Because I will guarantee that if you do watch it up until that point, there will be a moment where you sit and you look at your daughter, who you named partially after Rhea Ripley, and just cry.
You're gonna have to be the better one now. Well, luckily I'm
Say
not alone.
Say that to Rhea Ripley's face. She'll rip yours off.
Yeah, yeah.
Please. Well, luckily I'm not alone because Mick Foley because Mick is also a big Ripley fan. It's vital that WWE not mess around when it comes to pushing her. Please do not allow her to suffer a 50-50 fate. Strap a rocket to her back and see how far she can fly. And in my opinion, I think she could go to the moon.
She'll go right into a spinning roundhouse from Asuka.
It's just, that's the shitty thing, is when you look at the Raw Women's division, you're like, you know you do have some pieces to put some good shit together. And then they just say, no, we're not gonna. We're just gonna have Charlotte Flair feud with her dad.
Listen, there'll always be Asuka. That's what keeps me going.
There'll always be Asuka. Praise be to Asuka.
I know we're in heels, but I do want to give just a quick babyface of the week to this tweet from Boss Maz. If you woke up tomorrow as Triple H, what's the first thing you're doing? That's from @Bonafide Boss Maz replied, is this a Freaky Friday situation? I'd call my own phone number and make sure Hunter in my body knew that he had to feed my cat. Then I'd check out the hog. It's just good shit.
Nice. I'll take the next one.
Why not do both at the same time?
God. I'll take the next heel because I can't wait for Dylan's. And also mine's another shitty thing that WWE did.
At this point, can we stop calling these your heel of the week and just give this to you as like your own special segment?
If there's a week, because outside of this, he doesn't have any heels of the week. So we'd have to either cut this segment or give him a segment.
Yeah, it's hard for me to find legitimate heels outside of WWE yet because all the shitty people have been ousted at this point, except for Jericho's wife. So earlier this week, WWE reportedly would not grant Kairi Sane permission to work an upcoming Stardom event, even though she has retired from WWE and is not an active member of the roster. She is still under some kind of ambassador contract bullshit. Kairi, as this article states, she returned to Japan to be with her husband last year and is to work with WWE as an ambassador. So when she wanted to try to work on the biggest Stardom show, where she would be a recognizable name, where everybody would benefit and it would not stand to hurt WWE in any way whatsoever, they said no.
Oh, it's because New Japan owns Stardom.
And also, just if you want to keep getting more angry, you remember when ROH run MSG and everyone was like, holy shit, that's like, they're running Budokan. They are the first ever Joshi promotion to run Budokan, and they wanted to bring her in, and they even like gave WWE options. They were like, we wouldn't mind bringing her in for a singles match, but we understand if you don't want to do that, we would also have a spot for her in a Legends Battle Royal. Which, what the fuck would that do? That would do nothing.
Yeah, it's just upsetting. Like
to quote Mick Foley, cheap pop.
Cheap pop. That in a world where we have now broken down the forbidden door and seen what lies beyond it, WWE being the only holdout at this point for even minor things just shows their age, and it pisses me off. It doesn't really help anybody. Like, they could delude themselves into it all day and all night, but it's not going to hurt WWE if this happens.
I feel like I can clip that exact phrase from Blake and just every week put that at the end of whatever Blake's heel of the week is, and it would fit. It's now weekly. I can make a Blake soundboard at this point. WWE refused to allow The Miz into WrestleMania because...
you could probably just do a supercut of my WWE heels from the last 365 days and have an entire hour episode.
WWE refused to let Asians beat WWE champion.
Vince McMahon thinks that the Asian race aren't real people.
The Asian community, ? Exclamation point.
Jesus Christ, Dylan, please, before this gets worse, take it away with your heel.
So, in the pantheon of fake apology promos, obviously the most recognizable is, of course, Mark Henry's salmon suit promo, where he let John Cena know he's got a lot left in the tank. But Adam Cole's fake one ending in a low blow to Roderick Strong and then calling Roderick Strong stupid several times and then super kicking him in the face is up there. And everybody was just like, how could you not see it coming? I was like, why would you not assume that your friend, like, was going to have, like, everyone's blind regarding their friends. Like, it's, but honestly, at this point, I'm rooting for Adam Cole despite all of this.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because he has the prettiest super kick. I really...
Oh, it's so
like,
good.
It's artistic. Like, when he nailed Finn with it, I was just like, beautiful. Give this man the belt.
He's always had, like, the fucking Ricochet springboard moonsault super kick, where Ricochet was upside down, and Cole said, actually, pap!
Yeah.
Hold up a minute.
The best will always be the North American Championship ladder match, where he just hit 5 people in a row.
Yeah.
You're dead, and then he just did the bang to Ricochet and then took him out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Adam Cole is a great heel because he's delusional. Like, there's this great bit of, like, he's trying to, like, gaslight, like, Kyle. He's turning on Roddy. The only real reason it seems like is because he's sick of he's just sick of, I guess, being held back. I guess that's where we're going with it.
I guess it's a combination of that and then, like, I mean, like, what he said in the promo was legit. I was upset because Kyle was getting numerous more opportunities and failing every step of the way. And it's like, you know what? Fair point, given the fact that Cole lost his, like, longest reigning NXT champion title reign. And then he's had, what, one opportunity since then? Which was the Finn match where Finn won it. I don't think Cole's had another shot at it since then.
He has not. I think it was also the fact that, like, Kyle, instead of being angry at Finn, was like, yeah, respect. I think that's what pissed Cole off even more.
Yeah. He took our title away, Kyle. Yeah. Fuck you.
That just reminds me about...
Fuck you too, Roddy. I don't know why he hates Roddy so much, but, like, I get it.
It makes sense, even though there's no reason for it. It's just like, you know what? Fuck Roddy, too. Oh, what reason do you have for turning your back on Roderick Strong? Fucking look at him. That's it. That's all it takes.
I'm going to show you a picture.
I don't know why. Roderick Strong just has, like, the most boring face.
No, that's part of the promo. That's Adam Cole saying this thing. Just, I don't even know why I hate Roderick. It's just his face, I guess.
I mean, just look at him. Like, just look at him. Do you not see that?
I guess it's because my best argument is the fact that Roderick didn't follow Cole when Cole turned on Kyle. Like, he literally looked at Roddy and was like, come on, we've got to go. We're out. And then Cole walked up the ramp and Roddy stayed in the ring with Kyle. So in that way, I guess Cole's like, I see where your allegiances lie. Eat my whole dick. Actually, no, it's Adam Cole. Suck my dick.
Yep. I just thought about it and I'm surprised at how how much he's done in his time at NXT.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Adam Cole is one of the best wrestlers of all time. I'm not even gonna, like... I love Adam Cole. He is fucking phenomenal. But now, on to our baby faces, which in a way, Cole was a baby face, I guess.
Yeah, but, like, we do way too many meta heels, so a good, like, kayfabe heel is always mwah.
Yeah. Blake, would you like to start?
Yeah, mine's a very quick one. Mine's a small one, but it's my fucking favorite thing. So, as we entered the one of the Elimination Chamber matches, my favorite entrance by far goes to Kofi Kingston, who, knowing that Edge was in the building that night, took the extra few seconds to look over his back, remembering what happened before.
Yeah.
And after he was safe and secure in his pod, he turned on Trash Talk 1000 mode.
Yeah.
which you could hear Kofi very well. I couldn't because I was watching through Scotty's stream and we didn't get the sound. But
Mr. Got You.
after Mr. Got You, oh, look at those pecs. His trash talk was fucking phenomenal, on point, and 100%, and he did not fucking stop.
Oh, throughout the whole thing. Well, my favorite is the fact that he was supporting the baby faces. So when Drew was like getting the drop on like Sheamus or something, Kofi was like, "Yeah, you do it. You got him, man." He's the part of the gas up gang, which is now my new favorite bit they do on New Day Feel the Power, which is at the end of the episode. They just gas you up. They're just like, "You can do it.
You got it." And he even, like, his trash talk with the heels, especially fucking Orton. He had Orton's fucking number. He had Orton
Which,
to the point
by
where...
the way, anyone else predict Randy Orton out that early?
Nope.
Yeah.
I believe we were watching the same stream, and no.
Pinned by Kofi, too, which was awesome.
Oh, that's nice. You could see, if you look back, Kofi just constantly shit-talking Orton to the point where Orton had to turn away because you could see him cracking.
I love Randy Orton because he's just a fucking weird-ass motherfucker. Like, I sent you guys the super cut of him just, like, hitting the RKO and then doing a standing fucking Van Halen split in the air.
Or just, like, his weird, edgy, like, facial expressions that he always has that work so well on Randy Orton, because you could also believe that if you made fun of him, he'd fuck you up.
All right, on to Dylan's, because I'm very excited to talk
about Grimes.
God bless that dumb son of a bitch.
So first off, on Sunday, Cameron Grimes was responsible for the greatest music video in NXT history at NXT TakeOver. He's the best. He's just amazing. And then, wait, was that this week or the week before?
That was the week before, because it was that, then he crashed his Lamborghini last week, and then this week, he redid the idiot version of the Ted DiBiase 10 dribbles, where he watched people do it and then was confused at why he lost. And then it got to the third time, where he was like, "You bounce this ball 10 times? Like the Ted DiBiase?" Yes, like the Ted DiBiase bit. Why is that so hard to understand? Can you do it or not? Yeah. What? The guy goes one, and then he just cold-cocks him, laughs, throws $6,400 in the air, and walks away. Like, more money than he would have lost to the thing. It's, because at first he didn't realize you're supposed to kick the ball, because he watched the beginning and went, "Oh, Ted DiBiase, I understand exactly what I'm supposed to do." And then the guy dribbles the ball 10 times. And he goes, "Yeah, dude, you're supposed to kick it. That's what Ted DiBiase did." So then he goes to a second group of people, unknowing one of them is a former WNBA player. And he backs up and just whiffs the kick as she just dribbles circles around him. "Ted DiBiase, you can kiss my grits." Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase for feud of the year. Very early contender, but yes, feud of the year. Ted DiBiase and Cameron Grimes.
I just need that T-shirt from Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes, kiss my grits.
Oh yeah,
that's gotta be. That's
you want me to fight Dexter Lumis? You can kiss my grits. I showed my roommate that video of him. And I was like, he got so excited in his promo, he just lost his clothes. It's like a hillbilly version of Ric Flair.
Oh, so that's Ric Flair.
That's the real Ric Flair. Well,
but Cameron Grimes deserves at least the North American Championship, if not he's not to the point where they'll let him be NXT champion, but they can let him be North American champion. He can can win like a triple threat involving Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis, because Dexter Lumis is Dude, I don't even know. That storyline's so weird because at this point, Johnny Gargano's the babyface because he's like, he kidnapped you.
Yeah.
He kidnapped. He's done this multiple times to other people. He should be in jail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's kind of hot.
What the?
I don't know. This may be the only time where the heel is clearly the babyface, and I'm happy about the storyline. Because I famously hate those kinds, but like, no, I get it this time. This time I understand it.
Like, you deserve this one.
All right, on to my babyface. But before I get into that, I do want to get into a mini babyface, which is we streamed Elimination Chamber on the Discord that you get access to by donating at patreon.com/loadofbs, and we halfway through got joined by my friend JV, who they are a podcaster who has never watched wrestling, I don't believe. And God, it's just so good watching wrestling with someone who has never seen wrestling. Like, I remember in college, we watched, I think it was Fastlane with our friend Austin, and their reaction to Ric Flair was the greatest thing on the planet, because they were just like, who's this crypt keeper motherfucker coming out to the ring? And we're like, no, you don't get it.
No, wait, hold on. Wait, no, that's bad.
But yeah, watching JV in media res get so invested was beautiful, because for some reason they hated AJ Styles so much.
This Fabio motherfucker
was my fucking favorite.
No, mine was, who is this little purple bitch and why are they still on my screen?
Oh god, that was a good night. I'm very glad we got to watch that with JV and see their first time reactions.
Also, surprisingly hated Jeff Hardy as well. I don't know what
that was my fault. That was my fault.
Dylan popped in and was like, yeah, this mime-looking motherfucker. And JV took
No, I was like, why is Jeff Hardy dressed like a mime?
Yeah.
And also, like, Jeff Hardy didn't do anything in that chamber match.
Jeff Hardy was in that match for so fucking long and he didn't do anything. It was ridiculous. But yeah, and then my favorite was JV just getting so thirsty for Drew McIntyre, which only made it all the sweeter when after Drew McIntyre survived that grueling chamber match, I came to play!
Awesome!
Like, I remember Bobby coming out, beating him down, and me going, okay, so Bobby, Drew, Fastlane.
No. Battletoad, Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah, JV actually showed up during Battletoad, and very much quickly hopped on the Battletoad bandwagon as well, and hated Matt Riddle, which made me go, oh, okay, you're on our side then. But yeah, that Bobby attacked and I went, oh, okay, so we're gonna get Bobby versus Drew, and then maybe it's gonna lead into Bobby Brock at Mania. And then The Miz comes out, and me and Blake, as we stated earlier, both went, They are not about to. Oh, they did. Like, I expected a long, like, not a long match, but more fight. But I mean, it's understandable. Drew just went through the chambers, so it makes sense.
And then got their shit kicked out of him by Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, that as well. So I was like, okay, but they're not. This guy was arguing with Bad Bunny in the back earlier. There's no way. Well, they did it, and The Miz is WWE champion. And this is it's been a few. We talked about it last week. I think this is honestly a good cash-in. I think this is the first good cash-in in a very long time.
Yeah, it was a very good. I mean, just for the fact that it broke us afterwards to the point that
it broke me especially.
Yeah, Scottye was just. We couldn't talk for a while because anytime Scottye would finish a thought, then this like maniacal laughter erupted.
I mean, yeah, like Because it was just this matter of, I thought I knew what WrestleMania was going to be. I wasn't sure who Drew would be facing, but I was sure Drew would be fighting. And then that happened. It just destroyed me. Because it's both. Two cases can be made. One case that this is the worst idea they've ever did. And then another case that this is fucking amazing. And I love it for that exact reason. Because, like I said, it's already been, like, discussed. The Miz will not be in the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. He will be fighting alongside John Morrison against Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. And despite that being in his future, they said, give him the title. Give him the title.
I think it honestly, it's one of those things where if you want a good media personality, you always send out The Miz.
Yeah.
So if you need a good transitional champion, The Miz is always such a good choice, and he had the perfect opportunity to do it. Because he is going to get his asshole ripped out by Bobby Lashley at some point in the near future.
Now, is it going to be next week, though? Because next week they're going to have the match, or is it going to be a cheat situation, and they're going to draw it out all the way to Fastlane?
I feel like they might draw it all the way out to Fastlane.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind that. I really want the ultimate Hoss battle, Lashley versus Brock, though. I want Lashley to win, because, I mean, like, even JBL the other day was being interviewed, and he was like, you can build an entire division around Bobby Lashley. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yep. They haven't. I'm kind of interested if they're gonna keep him, like, make him babyface, because that's what Bobby is seeming like. I mean, he's against The Miz, so obviously, but
I feel like they wouldn't have had him drop the U.S. Championship if they weren't gonna do something with him. That's just me.
Well, I mean, a babyface hurt business as well. Has some legs. Also,
I'd love that.
MVP versus Paul Heyman in promos of just gassing up their people. Oh, that's artful. Oh, that's good.
This could go in a lot of good directions. Also, I am very happy that Daniel Bryan won the Chamber and immediately got his shit stomped in by this Roman Reigns. I honestly don't think they could have done it better. With having Bryan win and then just, like, dead from that Chamber match.
And then Edge coming out after the match and just being like,
announcing.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's go, baby.
It did make me sad because I would love to have had... There's a way that you could have just fucking dreamboarded that to Daniel Bryan Edge at WrestleMania, and I would have just...
Either that or Daniel Bryan Roman, Edge Finn Balor, Lashley Lesnar. That's got something for everybody right there. That's got something for everybody. And then, of course, in the main event, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, Miz doesn't have a championship match. It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. What's happened? I feel like we just did a whole show, and I just looked at the timer. We've only done like a 50-minute. We did the same thing last week. What's happened?
I don't know. I feel like we hit a stride on just getting through this wrestling news, doing the goofs, and then getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure our listeners also are like, yeah, we do not want to hear you bullshit about Paul Wight for about 5 hours, so this is good. So what did you boys learn this week?
Wait, we were doing a show?
Oh, that's what
we weren't just...
And that's what Dylan learned this week.
I learned that you could suck my dick.
I learned that the greatest superstar who's kinda tall and thick and he's really big is now in AEW. God, I have to use a lot of words to make sure I don't get sued by WWE.
Yeah, it's the big boy.
Yeah,
it's a big angry boy tonight.
Yeah, it's the strong man. He's a strong man tonight.
Okay, strong man.
Okay, strong man, to win the title. All right, now where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on the Twitter. You can find me at the Darkroom Video on YouTube, and you can find me here on the BS Network.
And you can find me on Twitter at Scottye Moore, SCOTTYEMO, and check out all the other podcasts from Fun Fiction to the mini adventures of Sammy Magic to a load of BS at aloadofpurebs.com.
Special thanks to Mega Ran for our theme song, Fighters. Go check out Mega Ran, listen to his music, see if it suits you, and give him all the support and love that your heart can give.
Yeah, and follow him on Twitch. He's been streaming Retromania, which, holy shit, that's gonna be out soon. I need to buy Retromania. And as always, you can find us at aloadofpurebs.com. Step up to the merch table at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Find us on Facebook, donate to the Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, and remember to follow us on Twitter at Fight Boy Show Maxcaster, because when you're a fight boy for life!